Hi everybody, thanks for staying tuned. As I said, my name is Sarah and I'm going to do an in-depth walk-around video on this 2018 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. So as you can obviously see, it's that beautiful kind of darker green. It's called Sarge, a little bit more army style for you. You obviously have the iconic front end here of the Jeep Wranglers. You also got push bar and a winch. It's obviously all included with the vehicle itself, okay? Come around to the side here, as you can see, it's Rubicon badged, trail rated, so that means it's gone through vigorous testing to make sure it can handle all different kinds of terrain. You got the Falcon tires right there. Obviously the little 1941 badge, because that's obviously when the Jeeps were first created. You have the capabilities to remove the doors and the tops as well. When you are going off-roading, if you want to go through any kind of bodies of water or anything like that, you can go up to about this hinge right here, which is about 36 inches, okay? You got the back seats that obviously fold down here just in case you do have some cargo. You have a lot of space for it as well. You got the back mounted spare tire. It is a proximity key as well as an eco diesel vehicle, so it's going to save you some fuel mileage, things like that. Okay, and this whole back can come off too. Something really cool. So you got these, which is our adjustable hooks. Okay, so you can actually move them out. And if you want to move them, you can actually put them in here as well in the trail system, okay? So again, that's going to be able to kind of hold down your cargo, that kind of stuff. You also have a little bit of storage right here. Some people call it a cooler because there is obviously a drain plug. Boop, you can pull out and you can drain it. So that's if you do kind of any off-roading. And then right here, keep your door hinges and some screws if you do decide to take off the doors of the vehicle. I'm going to go inside, so stay tuned. Hi everybody, thanks for staying tuned. As I said, my name is Sarah and we are inside the St.Albert Dodge's actual showroom inside of the 2018 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. So let's just get this over with. This is the key right here. So it is a push button start, as you can see right there, but it has the built-in car starter. So make sure your doors are closed. If they're not, obviously, if they're off, then it's a little bit different. But if they are on, lock 1, 2, and that's going to have the starter for you. This key also is very important because it has kind of the switchblade style of it. And this is going to lock some of your belongings. So it's going to lock your glove box right there and can also lock your center console. So if you do have the roof, the doors off kind of thing, you still are able to lock up some of your valuables away. Okay, so let's get that out of the way. Obviously the interior, as you can see with the Rubicon, you're going to have this kind of two-toned style dash. You're going to have red stitching throughout, black leather seats, super easy to clean up. So again, if you are kind of a little bit more involved in the elements, getting a little bit of dirty, anything like that, quick, easy wipe ups, okay? And if you, by any chance, do have some of the roofs off, like the roof off or the doors, it starts to rain or anything like that, everything in the Wrangler is actually, it's not going to get ruined if it gets a little bit wet, which is really nice. And you can pretty much spray off this whole vehicle inside and out, and if it does get a little dirty, okay? So that is kind of the leather seating. These also comes with the all-weather floor mats, which is really nice. You're going to have pockets in the doors, so when they are on, you're going to have a little bit of storage right there, a little bit of storage above here, okay? And then obviously you got the cup holders, you got the 2-tier glove box with the USB inside of here. Your other USBs are covered just by this little flap, so you got USB, USB-C, and auxiliary cord right there, okay? Right here is how your power windows. You got a 12-volt. And again, they're all going to be kind of covered to kind of keep any of the dust out. You got auxiliary switches, so if you did want to add like light bars or anything like that, you can control them by the auxiliary switch, okay? Right here is your sway bar, which is pretty cool. So because it is a Rubicon model, you can actually lock it, and that's going to give you the ability to kind of do more of the extreme off-roading stuff, climbing rocks, things like that, because you can actually isolate the power to the front or isolate to the power to the back, or if it's kind of in the neutral zone, it'll have all the power up to the wheels, okay? Got power mirrors right here. Behind on the steering wheel, you got your audio controls. Right here is going to change your instrument cluster. You got cruise control with adaptive cruise control, which is pretty cool. So if you're driving on the highway, you have some cruise control on, someone cuts in for you, your vehicle's going to actually actively brake and give you that distance between the vehicles to make sure that you're staying safe, okay? The buttons right up here. So you got heated seats, heated steering wheel, dual climate control. Obviously, you can take off parking sensors if you don't like that, or the auto stop and start. Good thing about the auto stop and start, though, is obviously if you're at like an idle position, it's going to actually cut the engine. It's going to save you money on that fuel, okay? Full Bluetooth capabilities here. So whatever device you use, whether that be an Apple product or Google, Android, anything like that, you're going to have all that in there with you. AM, FM, and Sirius XM capabilities. Again, if you don't like the buttons, you can control the climate just with the touchscreen right here. As well as you can see the heated seats, the steering wheel, and the backup cams. Ooh, I turned the vehicle off, my bad. Okay, and then something really cool is you can actually access the backup camera while it's not even on, which is pretty cool. Going to the application, something really nice about the Rubicon is obviously if you are going to do off-roading, you actually have off-road pages on your main screen here. So we'll just give that a moment to load. And it's going to show kind of like your instrument clusters. It's going to show your pitch and roll. It's going to show your vehicle dynamics. So as you can see, your drivetrain, right? So this is if, you know, you have, you're locking either the front or the back. It's actually going to show you which part is isolated. Okay. You got your gauges right here, and then you have your pitch and roll. So if you are kind of doing those tight maneuvers, things like that, you're going to be able to make sure that you stay safe and you're not going to roll the vehicle or anything like that. It's a 2018 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. It has 29,293 kilometers as I'm sitting here right now. If you want to come take it for a test drive, even take a look at it, give us a shout here at St. Albert Dodge, 780-458-8660.